Hello, Algebra 2. So if you were absent today or didn't really get it today and just wanted some more practice, you want to see it again, here it is. To factor a trinomial, look at this vocab right there. Factor is to pull it apart into the two things that make it up, right? Where we're doing foiling backwards, the double distributive property backwards. We're dividing this together apart to get these two things. We can't do GCF. There isn't one thing that they all have in common. We cannot do the Holy Grail method that we learned because the leading coefficient is not a 1. So we learned this new method. The new method was called the X method, and it's called the X method because we have this little visual aid where we draw an X. And there was another video on how to set this up if you forgot or need a refresher, but we draw our X and we put two fraction bars. The tops of the fraction bars get our first term, the quadratic term, but not the squared symbol. 2x and a 2x. Next, we multiply the first and the last number, negative 24, and that goes on the top. And then our middle number, the linear coefficient, goes on the bottom. My pen's dying. Let's grab another one. From here, we're playing that same game we played before. I want two numbers that multiply to the top and add to the bottom. Okay, so they need to multiply to a negative 24, but add to a negative 5. Okay, if they're going to add to a negative 5, that means they're going to be 5 apart, really. 8 and 3 are the answer. So once I've decided 8 and 3, I know those are going to multiply to 24, but it's got to be negative 24. So one of these has to be negative. The rule was the bigger of the two numbers will always have the same sign as our linear coefficient. So the 8 has to be negative. Let's check it out. Negative 8 times 3, negative 24. Negative 8 plus 3, negative 5. Awesome. From here, we have to reduce any fractions we have. I see a 2 over an 8. I can reduce those. I can divide them both by 2 and be left with a 1 and a 4. Now my two factors would be a 1x minus 4, 1x minus 4, and the other one is 2x and a positive 3. 2x and a positive 3. That is factoring using the X method. We pulled it apart. This is some expression. I did the double distributive property backwards using the X method, and I got these two factors. Voila! We'll get a bunch of practice with this next time I see you, but you can keep working on that packet now. Have your questions ready for me, and let's move on.